Welcome back. In this video, I'm going to be sharing the incredible story of a very talented painter, Artemisia Gentileschi. And this is the story. I'm Artemisia Gentileschi, and this is the story of my life. I was born in Rome in 1593, daughter of Orazio Gentileschi, a well-known painter. My mother died when I was 12, leaving me in a household dominated by men. My father, though strict, recognized my talent early on. Unlike most girls of my time who were expected to marry and raise children, I was trained in the art of painting. My father was a follower of Caravaggio, and under his guidance, I learned the dramatic use of light and shadow that would define my work. But talent was not enough. In a world where women were expected to be silent, to be obedient, I had to fight to be seen. The doors of academies and workshops were closed to me. I could not study as my male counterparts did. Still, I painted. My hands learned the weight of a brush, the texture of oils, the complexity of human flesh captured in paint. My father boasted that I was better than many of his apprentices, but the world did not yet recognize me. And then my life changed in a way that nearly destroyed me. My father trusted a fellow artist to teach me perspective, a man named Agostino Tassi. But instead of a mentorship, he betrayed me. When my father discovered what had happened, he did the only thing he could to restore my honor. He took the case to court. For months, I endured the public trial. I was questioned, humiliated, even subjected to torture to prove that I spoke the truth. They placed metal cords around my fingers, tightening them as I swore my testimony. Can you imagine a painter's hands crushed just to prove her words were not lies? And yet I never wavered. When it was over, he was convicted, but his punishment was light, while my reputation bore the true scars. They thought I would disappear. They thought shame would silence me, but I would not let them write my story for me. Instead, I painted. Judith is slaying Holofernes. That was my answer. You've seen it, haven't you? The sheer force of Judith and her maid, the blood, the raw power. This was not delicate, timid woman. This was a warrior, a woman taking control of her fate. People whispered about it. They knew what it meant, but I kept painting. I left Rome for Florence, where I found something remarkable, recognition. I became the first woman admitted to the Accademia delle Arti del Disegno, Drawing Academy of Arts. I found patrons who valued my work, including the powerful Medici family. Even Galileo Galilei corresponded with me, an artist and a scientist exchanging ideas. And yet, despite my success, I was always proving myself. Unlike male artists, I could not rely on an easy stream of commissions on the protection of a workshop. I had to work harder than any man to be taken seriously. I married, had children, But my true passion remained my art. I traveled around Florence, Naples, Venice, even England, always seeking commissions, always proving that my work was worth as much as any man's. Kings and dukes admired my paintings. I painted for the court of Charles I in London. Yet, no matter how far I went, I carried the weight of my past with me. They tried to define me by what had happened to me, but I refused. I was not a victim. I was a painter, an artist whose hands defied the limit placed upon me. My Judith, my Susannas, my Cleopatras, they were more than subject. They were my voice, my defiance, my triumph. I lived in a world that wanted to silence me, but my painting still speaks. My name is Artemisia Gentileschi, and my story is written in oil and canvas, in every brush stroke that demanded to be seen. And this is the incredible story of Artemisia Gentileschi I want to share with you. Thank you so much for watching.